and you've been trying to find something particular to your skills, to your interests, to your hobbies, to your own passion. Now it could be that you sew garments, it could be you sew bags, it could be like quilting, whatever stitching it is. Sometimes do you think it's frustrating when you can't find that particular thing that you like, that skill? Now one of the things I've discovered on YouTube over the last few months is something called Flosstube. If you don't know what Flosstube is, you've completely missed out. You just type in Flosstube on the search and it comes up with everybody that has loaded videos with the prefix in their title of Flosstube. All will become clear in a minute. And try it and see. There's a whole community out there. A lot of it is dedicated to cross stitch, and I can totally get that because it's called Flosstube. But I found it didn't cater for me personally, and it may well not cater for you either. So the idea is I want to start something. It's kind of like you start off with a tiny little snowball and you want it to become the biggest snowball in the world, okay? Now it has no benefits to me at all, but what it does benefit, it benefits the people who are what I call the small guys who work so hard to bring you fantastic content, but we never see it because it's overshadowed by the big boys and girls out there, and I don't think that's fair. I have always tried to promote other businesses and other ventures because why not? There's no detriment to me. So the idea is that we start our own community. So if you do little tutorial videos on sewing, or if you do like a vlog type thing on YouTube, or it's like a podcast type thing on YouTube, this is all about YouTube, guys, then this could be a fantastic way of you reaching a bigger audience. So I'm going to be calling the, let me just check and make sure I've got this right, because I don't want to, because out there are loads of hashtags, there's loads of other channels that are called certain things, so I've had to research very carefully. So if you want somebody to see your video, prefix the title of your video with Sewingtube. Okay, sounds a bit weird, but we're on the same wavelengths as Flosstube, which has been incredibly successful in bringing those little artisans into a community. Now what this means is, and it's really weird, I will prefix this video after I've completed it on YouTube, not Facebook. We're not interested necessarily in Facebook, but I will prefix this video as Sewingtube 1, for instance. That'd be the first one in that series. Now I'm very renowned for demonstrating just my patterns. It's actually all I have time for, but what I would really like to do is concentrate on little vlogs, little chats with you about what I've been up to, showing you ideas, showing you my thoughts on what I'm going to do with a certain thing, and asking your opinion on things, and getting that two-way interaction. That's what I'm interested in. So if you are in the market for making little videos for sewing, so it can be anything. I prefer if it wasn't embroidery because that's covered with Flosstube. But it's actual stitching, so bag making, quilts, table runners, you know, when your mind goes blank, cushion covers, little like our Making It Monday projects, those type of things. We've just done the 4 days of Easter, the Seminole cushion. If you've made a little video about that, it has to be a video, otherwise it's of no interest to anybody. And talk about how you came about the colours that you chose, how the process process that you went through, and it's actually that type of thing is really interesting for other folk to watch. If you also make little things, like a little bag or something simple, something really creative, inspirational, obviously you can make a little video about that too. And I know that takes a lot of courage, but I know a lot of you are already doing that. I see it all the time. I see it. There's one particular lady called Sam, and she does an amazing video on YouTube quite frequently. Anyway, if you're one of the little guys that wishes they could get their YouTube viewing figures up, this is perhaps the way to do it, because if you prefix your video with the word Sewingtube, and you can put a number if you like, so you can make this a series, 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000, whatever you like, then whoever is searching for a little project to sew, if they search Sewingtube, all of those videos will come up. Not just you, but all of the other people as well that have prefixed their videos with Sewingtube. I know, it sounds really simple. It is simple. You just got to remember to prefix it with that Sewingtube. From there, you will get more subscribers. I promise you will. From there, you will get more views. I promise that you will. And knowing YouTube as I do fairly well, you could also monetize it. In other words, you might create a little bit of an income for yourself. But if you're not in a community, that is a very difficult thing to do. You could be on YouTube for 10 years and still only have 1,000 followers, and you think, what's the point? Why am I doing this? This is such hard work. The preparation alone for making a video can take a day. So I think we could build something on this. I'm super excited about it. I've delayed it, I've pontificated over it, I've wondered, is that the right thing to do? And actually, I think it is. And it needs somebody to start it. That's all it is. It's somebody with the courage. And today I've got the courage, guys. The other day I didn't have the courage. Today I have got the courage. So that's all I need you to do. I need you to also tell everybody that you follow on YouTube about Sewingtube. It's not a channel. It's nothing you have to join. It's not a subscription. There's no kind of, like a Facebook group. There is no Facebook group. It's literally those words. They are your key search words, okay? So for instance, on this little video that I'm doing now, as I said, I've titled it Sewingtube, What's That? And that's exactly what it should be the title of. However, I've put Sewingtube in the title, which means as time goes on and somebody searches in the top there on YouTube Sewingtube, because they're curious, that this video will come up. Hello. And hopefully other people will have joined in by then. So it's really it's really for the small guys. So that's people that are still struggling to get their followers up, because we will all be helping each other. And by us viewing you, for you viewing us, those figures will improve, and so will your content, and so will your followers. And that will help build a massive community, hopefully, of super duper sewing projects that are concentrating just on that. So it's not going to involve perhaps people or products or selling or big companies. If they want to join, fine. It's more about the little guys that need to have those viewers. That's what it's all about. It's building a community. So there is no joining up. There's no signing up for anything. It's not a group. It's not a club. It's not a gang. This is all about that one word, Sewingtube. So if you prefix your video with Sewingtube in the title, when somebody goes to search at the top, Sewingtube, your video will come up automatically. It's great. It's part of the search engines. And then, of course, you can put in the title what you're showing, what you're telling. So for instance, today I want to show you what I got yesterday from my visit to Doughty's, which is a fabric retailer, but they come around all the villages. So if I go onto the overhead here, oh, the sunshine's come. It's typical, the sunshine has come down and it was out just a moment ago. We'll live with it. So I wanted to show you what I got. So I got a gorgeous fat quarter here. It looks a bit like Tilda, but it's not. It's just a lovely, beautiful pink fat quarter. I'm so sorry about the sunshine. Typical, isn't it? I also got a lovely jelly roll as well. Look at this, look at this, look at this. It's beautiful. I've got a massive new project that I need a jelly roll for. So this is absolutely awesome. I also got some gorgeous pink fabric. I'm laughing because I didn't want the sunshine today. I got some gorgeous pink fabric, and I also got some pattern fabric to match, and then I got some fantastic white on whites, cream on whites, whites on creams, which are obviously are going to always be in my stash and be amazing. I love this. Let me go back to the front again. Maybe it's not so bright. So let's just show you that again. So lovely little fat quarter. Let me open it up. So this is from Doughty's. This is from this travelling roadshow, if you like, of fabrics. And look at that. Look at that. Woo, I love it. Needs a good press, obviously. I got this jelly roll, which is just amazing. Have a look at the colours of that. And I've got a fantastic project lined up. Oh, I can't even tell you, it's such a secret. And then I've got this gorgeous pink, and then I've got this gorgeous matching fabric as well. And I got a metre of it all because you never know when you might need it. So that's from there as well. And then I got white on whites, cream, white on creams, coffee on cream. I've got these ones as well. So that's my haul from Doughty's yesterday. But I've got something else to show you. And I think the sun might have gone in, so I'll try and go on the overhead again. And I've got to hurry because I've got my birthday celebrations in my group in 15 minutes. So I was on my holidays recently in our motorhome, and I went charity shop hunting. And I went into one particular charity shop. And this is what I got, okay? This is what I got. And you can see, I haven't unwrapped anything yet. Gorgeous batiks, £1.50, okay? £1.50 for all of that fabric, okay? £1.50. A gorgeous, gorgeous blue on blue quilting cotton, and that is £1. That's from RSPCA shop, £1 for a great big piece of fabric. Then I got another piece of batik here. That's £1 as well. Look, it's much, much bigger than a fat quarter. I'd say it's probably half a metre. £1. £1, £1, £1. Then I got the bumbleberries fabric in blue. £1. Okay, it's not a fat quarter. It's more than that. I haven't opened it up, but I know it's more than that. You can tell, can't you? Then I got this gorgeous orange. I do love an orange. And that was £1 as well. And that might be maybe a little bit bigger than a fat quarter. So that was £1. And then another piece of batik. Look at that. Hello. And that is £1 as well. So that was my haul. And I got these beads as well for £2.50. It's beaded ribbon for £2.50. That was all pre-packed and that was already priced up. And I felt a little bit cheated about that because I thought, that somebody has bought that for £2.50 in the charity shop, which was a different one. I think it should have been less than that, actually. I think they should have said a £1.50 maybe, something like that. Because obviously I could buy this online for £2.50. I suppose I've given to the charity, which is good, but I did feel that maybe I was a little bit robbed there. But anyway, look. And look at all these and how they go together. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. So let's have a quick recap. £1.50, £1. So that's £2.50, £3.50, £4.50, £5.50, £6.50, and that was £2.50. So is that £8? Whatever it is, it's about £8, let's say. That cost me £8. How much fabric? I would say close to at least 2.5 metres. Absolutely fantastic. However, the stuff I got yesterday, which is absolutely my choice, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, metre of each, amazing, so happy with them, really pleased, going to use them lots, all of this, and oh, I love that, and that, £65. Okay, £65. So by going to your local charity shops, okay, I haven't got those choices, but that is incredible to me. Look how all these work together. Just that, and that is something. And actually, those could be something as well. Those three colours there, the blues and the pink. So in actual fact, although they weren't my choices, they were kind of forced on me, which means that I have to make them work, and by golly they do. So that's the difference. That's what I'm talking about shopping locally, going to your charity shop, see what they've got, because you never know, and dig around. I think all of these were in boxes underneath shelves, so I had to sort of dig around, and my knees didn't thank me. So there we are. So that's all about Sewingtube. Sewingtube is your key. So don't forget, if you make small videos and nobody's going to judge you, certainly not me, and you want to promote your, I don't really want it to be about selling, sick of that. Let's stick to creativity and inspiration. So show your stash, so show what you've got. Maybe then show in the next video what you've made with it, and make a story out of it. And Sewingtube is that search, that key word, because it is just one word, that you need to put in the search to see what other videos somebody will have done. Now, in the next couple of months, it will be this big. In the next couple of years, it might be that big. But we have to aim for that big. We have to do that. As a community, we have to do that. If you follow somebody who's just a small guy, who needs a little bit of a push, tell them to prefix their videos with Sewingtube. You might have already some videos already on YouTube. Go in, edit them, and prefix that with Sewingtube. Let's see what we can do, guys. I'm super excited about it. I hope you are. Have a lovely Sunday. I will talk to you another time. Thank you for all your comments. I didn't want to read them. I'll read them in a little while. Thank you so much.